Ah.
Oh, dear Lord. Are you vibing to that right now?
No.
You're just like straight. Don't dump my dirk, don't dump my turban turb.
Your turban turb?
Yeah, my turban turb.
Oh,
What's going on,
man.
Kilo One? It is your boys, Justin, Freedom, and your boy Happy Gunner 14 or Pete. We're coming at you with the first installment of Whiskey Adventures. Now we're gonna take a look at a couple things. So we're gonna take a look at this funny news that we found on the internets. And we're gonna take a look at something very interesting. You guys already probably seen it. And it's been trending on the YouTubes for a little bit, and that's the whole the secret bipartisan campaign or the shadow elections. We're gonna take a look at that. It pissed me off, but I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit more about it and what I think they're trying to do. But we'll get into that. We'll get into some of the funny shit, and then we'll take a look at some of that towards the end. So we'll have, if you guys want to like speed through this video, and then kind of listen to our opinion on that whole post that came out. We'll have the time list down below, so you guys can fast forward if you guys like.
Okay, so we're gonna timestamp that down below.
Solid, yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Nice.
But the whole point of this thing is, by its name, Whiskey Adventures, right? So what does that mean, buddy? It means, what are we having today? What's the drink? The solid drink today. Today's drink, buddy. What is today's drink? Because that's
drink.
How are we opening it up?
It's tin cup whiskey. Tin cup American whiskey, not the rye.
Okay.
Now, Tin Cup, if you're listening, you can sponsor us.
Please. We need money. We're broke bitches.
I doubt
it should be called Broke Bitches Podcast.
No. too many innuendos you can get from that one.
Oh, for real.
Literally shit.
Scheiße.
So, quick review off of the just the bottle itself. Okay, they give yourself a shot glass with it, man. Come on, what's there not to love?
What is this near you? Because by me in Idaho, it's about like what, $29.99.
Yeah, yeah. It was
okay, so it's basically the same price.
Yeah. It's roughly the same price.
Because at different places, like different areas, different regions, is different prices. And remember, we've seen this with like different different whiskeys. Like Lead Slingers will be like a different price.
Eagle Rare from Buffalo Trace.
Oh yeah, Eagle Rare was the major one, right? What was that price at your location?
It was $33 near me, and that was the last time I saw it, and that was forever ago.
Fuck, that's weird.
Yeah,
it's like $40 around my place, like or in Idaho.
Have you seen it in stores? Like, is it available?
Yeah, it's available. Certain locations like Boise area, it's available.
I'll have to do some searches. I'll do that off camera later, and I'll get back to you because I really want one just to keep tucked away. You know what I mean?
Oh no, absolutely. Or 2 or 3, or 5, 10.
I have a little whiskey vault.
Are you of legal drinking age? It's like the same bullshit. Like, like when you're watching porn at 16, you're like, oh shit, like should I hit this? Or is the government tracking me? No, that they're not doing it.
It's like I just want to jerk off. That's my mom's gonna find out.
They're tracking your jerk off sessions. Obviously, they want to know how many times you fucking pump it.
So it's bottled in Denver, Colorado by Tin Cup Whiskey itself. Like I said, it's 84 proof at 42% alcohol per volume, or by volume. You're welcome.
I just I sent you a link.
Okay. But so the bottle comes with this little tag here, and I guess we'll just read this tag. If you guys have had Tin Cup before, good on you. I'm sure you guys have read it.
It's not the best. It's not that bad. So
it's a good bar cart whiskey. But you know what? Let's take a drink. How about that? Let's take a drink. Get this Get this rolling here. Let's see if I can't do this on camera without looking like an idiot. There we go. Oh, got my lucky shot whiskey glass.
There we go.
The 308 round in there. All right.
The trio 8. Let's taste this. You ready?
No, I'm not ready. I'm putting my cap on.
Show cap on.
All right. Also, let me close the door.
Or should we name it the Drunken Bastards?
That might not be a bad idea.
You guys let us know. Comment down below. The Drunken Bastards. See how you guys like that. If you're offended, oh well, we don't give a shit. But yeah, just let us know.
I mean, obviously, you guys should have learned that by now. We don't give. Well, we don't give a shit about.
If you're butthurt,
you're offended
give
opinions.
2 shits less. Yeah.
But anyways, let's.
If you want to make fun of us and comment down below how retarded we are, please do. We like that shit.
Yeah.
Just rip us apart, roast us. It doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't hurt our feelings.
Actually, we like it, and we'll come back at you. So.
All right.
Listen,
let's get this.
Listen. This is a really good whiskey, and this is your whiskey time with Whiskey Bastards.
Now, I'm not familiar with picking out notes on the nose.
Yeah, do you smell like?
I smell the oak,
Almost like a vanilla, almost.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definite vanilla notes. Yeah, I don't know.
And a little bit oak.
Well, yeah,
that's given though, right? So
yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's smooth. It is smooth. Now,
it's got.
I would say it's a lot. It's a bit smoother than for the price range of like different whiskeys. Because there's some whiskeys the same price range that's a little harsher.
People's definitions of smooth is different.
That's true.
So some smooth can come from the bite, that like the initial tanginess or burning on the tongue. Some people take that, like if it's subtle, then that's smooth. Other people
I don't think you really get that.
Other people take the flavor, like the flavor ramp,
right?
If that's
and with this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted to kind of go over. It's like you have intense flavor and it dies out really quick.
Yeah, so it's like a spike of flavor, and it's so once it hits the tongue, the flavor goes up, and then it levels out, and then it goes down.
Dramatic drop, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's
you have almost a tad bit of a sour note, kind of at the end. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that. Just.
No.
Then maybe
it makes the cheeks the kind that makes the cheeks water kind of sour. Like
yes, that's yeah. Like a little bit more salivating. Overall, it's not a little bit of oakiness. We definitely taste kind of a vanilla.
Definitely hits and coats the back of your throat too.
Yeah, and it's smooth. It makes the tongue tingle a little bit, but it's
not a hard hitting whiskey by any means.
But let me go over this. I sent it over to Justin with their 10 cup, and let's take a look, and then we'll move on.
Are you legal
audio? But the audio.
Yes, I am. So we're not drinking the straight.
I'm the millennial that vapes. So if you guys are offended,
we're not drinking 10 cup 10. We're drinking the original. This is it, ladies and gents. The original. Tasting notes. Color is caramel, aroma, citrus, black pepper, ginger snaps. Flavor is rice spice, cinnamon, and caramel. Finish, rice spice with a clean finish. Now that that's what they're saying. I mean, obviously we're not fucking
experts
by any means.
We're not the Dr. Fauci of the fucking whiskey group.
So
you know what? That's what it is. It's been the black pepper. That's where we're getting initially. The initial hit on your tongue, that's the black pepper.
Yeah, but you don't taste that. I don't taste pepper. Because if that's the case,
I kind of
if that heat or that bite on your tongue is what you, if that's what you're saying is black pepper, then every other whiskey I've had has black pepper.
that, but it's like it.
Okay.
Habanero.
I can kind of smell the citrus.
Yeah. No,
Ginger, I
definitely.
don't smell at all. If I was gonna smell ginger snaps, I'd know it. The flavor, though, I wish I had another rye in the house to put it up against. At least to try and taste the rye. I don't taste cinnamon
I don't really taste that either.
or caramel. Now, that squirrel whiskey,
Yeah.
is that out there near you or
I
not?
don't know. I'll try to find out. I'll see if I could order it.
Because I gave that bottle away. I gave it to my stepdad. I said no. I said you can try it if you want. It's nasty.
So when I was down, it was really weird because it literally tastes straight up like peanut butter.
Mm.
And then it does not taste like it whatsoever. Like it's like maybe you'll taste it like a tad bit in the beginning, but then it's just
I don't
dead.
even think it smelled like peanut butter. It's not so.
No,
it
oh no,
smelled
you know
it smelled like burnt caramel.
no, what is it? Freaking peanut brittle.
Yes. It smells like peanut brittle, but the taste is a burnt caramel.
Yeah, if it tastes like peanut brittle, we'll be drinking it a lot more.
Yeah. But no, by no means
no,
was that a good whiskey in my opinion. Will we review it on the show? Maybe we'll probably give it a whirl. I mean, it's not expensive. It's like $16.
Yeah.
But
anyways, so rye spice with a clean finish. It does have a clean finish.
Oh yes, for sure. It doesn't. Pete earlier was talking about how it's got like a dryish note, like almost like you're drinking a dry wine. I don't feel that.
But then Justin also highlighted that sometimes the first initial sip,
yes,
off of it could be different.
So to bounce off of my guys at, hang on, I think it's no. I've got fucking from these guys, the Whiskey Tribe. So yes, I've watched some Whiskey Tribe guys. I watched the guys down at Whiskey Tribe. I'm not shouting them out by any means. Well, yes, I am. They're great. If you enjoy whiskey and you want to learn more about it, by all means, watch their videos. They're great people. They're really fun and they're really down to earth. They also do a thing called Dry Week, where they pick a week out of the month where you abstain from alcohol. That way you don't develop any dependencies. But if you do, feel free to reach out. We'll try and help you guys out.
My pocket doesn't allow me to develop that type of shit.
That's what it wants you to think. Anyways, they had said something about the neck pores. And I know a lot of you whiskey lovers and down there in the comment section are going to be all over us, probably destroy us this first episode here, but we're just learning and we're working our ways around some shit. But I've heard from the Whiskey Tribe that neck pores just taste different. It's the reaction with the alcohol and the air that just hasn't made it that far yet. Now I'm hoping that the neck pours over. I mean, this is terrible lighting, but I'm hoping that the neck pours over. And
does that mean I have to catch up a little bit?
Oh no, that's fine. And then the next couple of days, it becomes better.
Because then you guys gonna start hearing, hey, okay, let me tell you something that I don't know about myself, okay?
No, you listen here. But yeah, so that's what, color is obviously there for caramel. The aroma, I smell the citrus, The black pepper and the ginger snaps, not so much. I don't taste. I wish I had another rye. I'm not a huge rye fan.
It's not bad from time to time, but
it's an
it's not
acquired.
fulfilling.
Yeah, I'm not a huge rye fan. There is a rye. I think it's Redemption Bourbon. Redemption Bourbon Rye is one that I do enjoy. We'll have to bring that back and once I find a bottle of that, we'll bring that onto the channel.
Yeah.
The finish is
Our
definitely
secret recipe.
clean, and I don't know, man.
So it says it starts out with 3 ingredients: corn, rye, and malted barley. And then it says turning grain into whiskey. High rye bourbon is distilled in the grain belt of the Midwest, where top-notch raw grain product is available for whiskey making. Right there. So it's distilled to proof, and then down below, aged till it's just right. The most valuable ingredients of them all, time. So our whiskey is aged for a minimum of 4 years in American white oak barrels with a number 3 char. Okay.
So there's different types of chars.
And we'll go over that.
The whiskey tribe, the whiskey tribe had told me about chars as well. I just forget. It's been a hot second. It's been a long week, so definitely got to look into that.
Yeah, so stay tuned. We'll go over chars our next episode. We'll go through why and the taste differences between it. But,
Absolutely.
Cut to proof with this. So cut to proof with the Rocky Mountain spring water. The taste of whiskey largely depends on the quality of water used to cut it down to proof. This is why we cut our whiskey to proof with Rocky Mountain spring water and hand bottled it in Colorado. Sweet. So
this right there
is a Coloradian.
Enjoying with friends in the great outdoors. That's why they give you the tin cup with a tin shot glass. So you can enjoy it with your buds. It's a good time.
I have like 4 or 5 of these, but you can collect them all, dude. It's great, man. Just take them all. If you lose them,
you have 4 or 5 of the tin cups.
Listen, I'm not admitting you have a problem. I don't have a problem. You do.
All right. Ooh, excuse me.
Oh, there you go.
So if you want to know if it's available down near you, you could visit their website. You could find it near you, buy it online, maybe have it shipped to the nearest place of you, or you can ask your local liquor store.
Yes. So most of them will like order it if you want it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Alrighty.
All right, man. So let's go into the first retarded news of the day, because who doesn't like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez with all her alighting of bullshit of what she does? Because she should have just stayed as a bartender when she was there, not really gone to Congress.
I could have sworn I clicked on it, but this is just her Twitter plea for furniture advice.
Yeah. So yeah. So any type of advice, let's need to go to Twitter.
So let's rewind quick. Years ago, when she first got into politics, I think back in 2018, she was complaining that she wouldn't be able to afford rent until her congressional salary kicked in. I don't know about you guys, but I find that to be some bullshit.
First of all, y'all motherfuckers in New York voted for this piece of shit. That girl.
I thought we weren't going to get political on this channel, and here we are.
But okay, we're not going to get. Okay, let's rewind a little bit. We'll you know what? We'll take it as it is, and you guys, we'll go over this, and you guys make your own judgmental thoughts of what a wonderful person she is. Just saving pandas in China and shit.
All right. Well, let's take a look at her tweet. She asks, is Instagram still down? Because after 2 months almost furnitureless in DC, I'm trying to take you all on the riveting adventure of getting a chair. Yes, a chair. Also, if you had to start a new apartment from scratch, what would be the first 5 pieces of furniture items you would get? Asking for me. Well, yeah, no shit. You're not asking for a friend. You just stated above that you're starting out a new apartment. But this is written back in March 13th of 2019. So before we look at some of the glorious rebuttals like from Nick Offerman. So let me ask you, my good sir, what would be your first 5 pieces of furniture if you were to buy a house and or an apartment?
Okay, so it would be like probably a lazy boy, honestly. It would be a fucking big ass screen TV. I mean, an 85. If I wasn't married, because corny bitches.
I don't think a TV's furniture.
I consider it furniture.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm almost like I consider myself a attack helicopter too.
Oh, okay. So you identify as an attack.
Yes.
Helicopter.
No, 110%. Are you judging? No.
I identify as a non-judgmental male.
So yeah, no, a regular coffee table. Obviously couches. What was the wraparound with the love couch, or like what is it? The sectional.
A sectional. Right.
Just random like decent stuff. I mean, like,
come on,
basically everybody has a dinner table.
You've got a lazy boy, a sectional, a TV. What else? A dinner table, and
yeah. To start off, yeah. I mean,
that's it. That's 4.
Kitchen appliances and stuff like that. But
kitchen appliances.
What else?
Okay. Well, she lists furniture / items. So there you go. That would be a good start. Now let's say appliances are included for my sake,
brewery,
right? A bar. Obviously couch.
Armory. Does that count?
Gun safe.
No, yes. No, actual armory.
Well, yeah, that would be nice. But anyways, yeah. Couch, dinner table with chairs. Okay, let's say it didn't have a washer and dryer. We'll count that as 1. So couch.
Does this stripper pole count?
Hey, it should. It should.
Hey.
But you know what? Screw my list. She takes to Twitter, okay, asking her 3.5 million followers. 3.5 million people. And of everybody, here's we got Nick Offerman here.
Fucking table saw.
A table saw.
I mean, why not? I mean, you don't have room in New York, do you? So just put a fucking table saw.
Well, this is her. She should know. I think she moved to DC. She moved to DC.
Did she?
Yeah.
How'd she find an apartment in DC?
I don't know. Let's see. Chris O'Dowd to a lazy boy. This is really just an alley pop-up for you to reply. Chris, I see enough of those in Congress. You're welcome, Alex. Good luck out there.
Good luck out there.
Oh my goodness.
Ask Ben Carson. He could probably find you something really nice.
Oh my lord.
Hannity's whole show tonight is going to be about your chair.
Who's Hannity?
I know you should...
Call me okay, call me closed-minded or whatever, but I don't know who Hannity is. Anyways, we'll keep going. Okay,
so look at this. Ken E. Hall.
Ken E. Hall writes, "This is what's wrong with Democrats. They want to take away a small percentage of money from billionaires so they can live it up by having a chair. Can't they just stand?"
I mean, she's a bartender. She should be used to it.
Hey, that's what she did for right before she went to Congress.
Or was it stripping? Pinky.
Yeah, the pinkies for later. Oh no, Fox's perception of AOC's long overdue chair. Do I dare? It's kind of grainy, but it's there.
Is that because she loves China? Hey, my boy over here. Couldn't be a thing. Hey, I personally don't prefer one night stand. The people I go, hey, Bob's and Vagine.
I wish I could shake his hand. I wish I could shake your hand, sir.
Oh Oh my god, that's fucking glorious.
Oh Lord,
A
Dave
wall.
Weasel goes a wall.
The wall. It's the wall.
Calyx shelf for a board game collection. Everything else can wait.
He
Oh
might be onto something actually.
Lord.
Fucking dumb.
So
Handy later clarified, oh wait, look at this. So she would be should be a joke, knows nothing and nobody would take her seriously because her views are based on whatever random thoughts come in the morning on her proposal are beyond silly.
Newt Gingrich
Gingrich
or
added.
Gingrich, yeah.
Gingrich also said that he'd love to debate her at any college campus in the country. Handy later clarified, we don't know if AOC ever smoked weed.
You know for a fact she has.
Okay.
She's out there wanting fucking socialism at its finest. Oh man.
Fucking dumb. Okay, that's why you really don't reach out for Twitter to ask for like personal advice for bullshit.
I
Because
mean,
all you're gonna get is actual bullshit.
yeah. Returned to LAPD with an apology note 60 years later. So, LAPD HQ tweeted, an envelope arrived at LAPD West Valley Station inside a letter of apology and a $100 donation and a pair of handcuffs. Look how old those handcuffs are.
Like going to, your roommate, but like, hey, I had to use your condom, but I'll give it to you back. I washed it though.
It was a life lesson over 60 years in the making from a grandfather to his grandkids that it's never too late to do the right thing. This is going to take us to Twitter. Let's see if we can't click on this. So here's the letter that was attached to within the envelope. Let's see.
Rolling a little
So
bit.
74-year-old. I can't no. 74-year-old grandpa from Vista, California, grew up in Van Nuys. When 60 years ago, I was at the Bob's Big Boys on Sherman Way when an altercation broke out between an LAPD juvenile officer and a young ruffian. The old rapscallions. During the scuffle, the officer's handcuffs came loose and slid across the floor. They stopped at my feet, and I picked them up and kept them. I felt a little guilty each time I saw the handcuffs over the years, but did nothing about it. Recently, my two of my grandsons, aged 6 and 9, were over. They were playing with some plastic handcuffs, and I brought out the real ones to impress them. They thought the cuffs were cool and asked me where I got them, and I started telling them the story. I don't always have a real good filter, and I told them the whole story. They were aghast and asked me why I stole the handcuffs from a policeman. I, of course, had no good explanation, as nor would any good human being, I guess. And I told them that it was the wrong thing to do and I wasn't proud of it, and that I danced around the subject, as any other person would have done. So he apologized to his daughter and his son-in-law, as they assured me they had a good talk with the boys after one of the boys asked about it when they got home, and that I was forgiven. So Grandpa got his big old bipper smacked by his daughter and son-in-law. He's 74 years old. He made a mistake 60 plus years ago. Who gives a shit? But he gives a shit.
Oh, piece of gum, but I guess it's like actual handcuffs, so I'm not sure if that like actually you get like penalty for jacking somebody's handcuffs. That's so long ago.
Not a deadly weapon. So, I mean, it can be if used in a way. But, anyways.
But it's government property, isn't it?
No. It's not government property. He's not a federal agent. It would have been state property. But it also depends on if that officer had bought those handcuffs himself. So he could have bought the handcuffs himself. And then he could have been reimbursed by the department. At least the officer could have. So it's semantics that aren't put into the story. But anyway, so he feels guilty and he returns the handcuffs with this confession and note of apology. He states that the note in of itself is addressed to the station, but it's more so for a lesson for his grandkids. He said he would give a copy to his grandsons and hope that they learn from his mistakes 60 plus years ago. Which that's pretty decent. That's a pretty decent human being right there.
It's just if we look down on the comments, it's a little funny. So What does it say? First one, he should have told his grandkids about civil asset forfeiture.
Oh Lord.
And then down below. Oh
Institute
man.
for Justice.
So says congressional representatives from Staten Island stole my 7-year-old son's Grom's what does it say? Drawing of Fred Willard and hung it in her office, and the police are refusing to investigate. And there's a sketching of Ronald Reagan. My sketch from 2016 probably hangs in my Washington office, and it looks like freaking Ronald Reagan is on that Colombian Bam Bam. I mean, you guys already know what the whole shit that happened with
This guy
Colombia and
brings
stuff.
up a good
But
point quick, though. Says something's fishy here. How did he get the key? I'm sure handcuffs and key didn't magically slide to him together. Because if you see in the photo, it's got a key with it. Now, given
those are old handcuffs. You can find keys anywhere.
Yeah,
right?
Most handcuff keys are universal. And I don't know how long ago they had double locking handcuffs. And if they're not double locking handcuffs, that key is a more modern key put on a key ring, just that way he can open and close them. Because that little.
So explain to our viewers what is double locking.
So double locking handcuffs. So you turn the key, or actually, these aren't loaded properly. I wish I had my pair here, but they're actually at work. You could push. Obviously, you put handcuffs on, right? As any normal human being at this point in time and or age that's watching this video should be aware of. After they're closed around the wrist with proper spacing and such, there's a little bar. It looked like a little pinhole, pretty much, on either this side of the handcuff, or it'll be a slot here with a metal bar that runs through there, and you would be able to toggle that one way or the other. Or if there was a pinhole, you'd push that pin in, which would then prevent the handcuffs from tightening any further. So let's say you put the handcuff subject in the back of your car, or you're just moving them around, those handcuffs won't tighten up, injuring that person any longer. That's why you would double lock them, and then in order to unlock the double lock, you would turn the key away from the opening and then towards the opening to open it up. So you would have to undo the double lock, which would then push that pin out or reset the bar that would be here, and then you would turn it the other way to unlock the handcuffs and swing the hinge open. So that's what this part there is for you either push that into the slot and move that little bar. On Smith & Wesson handcuffs, they have a little bar.
So that's what that pin is for, right?
Yeah, that's what this pin for here is on the other side of the handcuffs, and obviously that's where you would stick your handcuff key. But yeah, that's what that little pin is for. It's either to push in what looks like a post or a pin, or it's to move a bar that's in a slot. My duty belt's at work, so I can't show you. But yeah, that's the way double locking handcuffs work. So that's something to bring into question, is how old are these handcuffs? Obviously he's 74 now. This was written this year. So I don't know when his birthday is. So 60 years ago, he would be 14. So
this is
more than 60 years ago, he said. So who knows?
LA County Sheriffs.
Mm-hmm.
Sheriff Villanueva reminds us not to host large Super Bowl events, socially distance, and wear your mask, and don't drink and drive. Okay, yeah, I understand. Don't drink and drive. Don't do that. It's not good. You might harm somebody, kill somebody. You guys already know that. We are all adults, right? If you guys want to host large Super Bowl parties, fucking host it. Here's the thing. COVID, it might be a real thing, but it's a cough. Okay? It's not gonna fucking kill you. It might. Okay, but just like the fucking flu and everything else that's gonna kill you, have a slice of pizza, you might fucking die the next day. All right, live your fucking life. If you guys want to go fucking party, fucking do it. This is a republic demise of what it fucking is, and that's my personal belief. Is everything is fucking going down the drain because of this bullshit, and it's enticed to fucking control us. I'm not gonna go on this fucking rant, but what I'm gonna say and I'm not Alex Jones. I don't think there's reptilians everywhere, but
Oh, I shouldn't have thought I was gay.
you're right.
In a way, he was
But
right,
seriously,
but we'll not get into
enjoy
that
your
one.
civil liberties, okay? Enjoy them. Enjoy your fucking civil liberties, and
So
give me
here's
liberty, give me death.
here's my thing. Here's my opinion. Okay, if you're a business owner and you put on your doors, you don't have to wear a mask if you don't want to. If you want to wear a mask and you're afraid of COVID, go for it. We're not going to force you to do so. You're an American living in a free country. In this establishment, you could choose whether or not you want to wear a mask. It's up to you.
Don't be
If
forced.
you want to, if you want to start an issue, you can leave. I own the place. I have the right to refuse
Yeah.
services to anybody in which I choose. So that's the way that would be. As far as fucking holding an event in my home, will I require somebody to wear a mask in my own house? Fuck no. It's not happening. So
Listen, this is a day and age where our civil liberties are going down the fucking toilet, and it's sad to say, and we're seeing it every fucking single day.
fucking sneak peek at HR 127.
Oh yeah, take a look at that. What is that? Sheila Lee. What is her
I
name
don't
from
even.
Down and
I don't.
Dude, okay, so let me
She said that an AR was about
so
as heavy as 10 boxes that you would generally move.
hey, could you bring that up real quick? I mean, like,
It's
just fucking okay. So bring that fucking bullshit up. So here's the thing. She's a retarded congresswoman. Okay, literally, she's a
Sabika
retarded
Sheikh
congresswoman.
Firearm Licensing and Registration Act is what it would be called.
So here's, I mean, okay, I'm gonna go piggy off of Yankee Marshall. I kind of like him. Some things are great. Some things, whatever. But he's a great guy, right? So he made up a great point, and you could go look at Yankee Marshall, just search it. You guys already probably know it. But he brings up a really, really great point. Is she's been in Congress for a very long time, and this bill has come up so many freaking times, even through the Obama administration. And what what I freaking laughed
All right,
about, he
hang
made a
on just a
great
sec
point.
here. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
She was like, he goes, you know, basically everybody is annoyed and pissed off at her. Nobody really likes her, so they sent that garbage to freaking DC. Like, she's like, it's like a village idiot. Like, oh, we don't want her. What do we do with her? Send her to fucking DC. We don't want her. So what happens now? You guys have to stop doing it. Just don't vote for her. But we have a lot of village idiots in Congress now because of that fucking notion.
I don't have the audio hooked up to my browser screens, so I'll worry about that at a later point in time. Oh, I just farted again.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. Alrighty. So yeah, we'll talk about HR 127 later.
It is not healthy. I am an Indian. I am a doctor. I am born out of the womb. A fucking doctor. Okay, I know everything. Everything you want to know. Syphilis, gonorrhea, I got it. Just don't fuck that bitch.
So long story short about the handcuffs, it's like the police department tweeted, it's never too late to do the right thing. Whether it be 50 years ago or what you do tomorrow or yesterday, just do the right thing. Be a good.
We're
decent,
Americans.
Be a decent human being.
We're Americans living in the commie states. Do the wrong thing.
Up next, California town pays tourists $100 to come visit. This is the first I'm hearing of this.
You poor bitches, and we need to go there because I just spent
missing something
$500,000
apparently.
on a house, so I need money now.
You spent. Yeah, let's not go into that. Anyways, so let's catch up here.
You see all this, guys? This is the moving bullshit. There's suitcases, a random pillow. I'm living in a slum shack, but we'll go on.
So the Santa Maria Valley is providing $100 vouchers to tourists to come stay and visit wineries, breweries, and restaurants, as long as you stay at least 2 nights at hotels there.
That's interesting.
So it's good till March 31st.
Is that even though they want to close down the whole fucking state? But I heard that they're reopening a lot of things. I heard they just started reopening shit. So this
I
must be pretty recent.
So wine tasting rooms. I wish wine tasting rooms were open when we were in North Carolina and Georgia.
Or
Um,
whiskey tasting rooms.
I've yet to visit one of those.
Let's open one up, buddy.
Yeah, right. But yeah, that I find that to be a little weird. The state with the harshest COVID regulations is offering tourists
vouchers.
$100 to stay if you stay for 2 nights or more.
So is the actual vouchers to something, or you actually get $100 out of it?
I don't. I think it's just this is you're providing $100 vouchers, which can be used at the town's wine. Okay, so if you stay,
Oh, okay.
so it's for use in their own town. So they're promoting the, they're promoting the, their
That's kind of
local
almost misleading.
infrastructure.
It's like,
Yeah, it's
California
like saying
to
you get a
pay,
free
California
$100 to
pays.
stay there, but it's it's basically just so that way they can get the money back, which is kind of dumb. Why
Yeah,
don't you
it is.
just why don't you just give relief to the local businesses, small business?
Yeah,
Because
well,
from
I mean,
last
I
I
guess
heard,
that's
it
what
was
they're doing.
40%. At least in California, it was 40% of small businesses are not reopening due to COVID.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck you guys.
they're
Fuck
not
you.
reopening up ever. Like they're closed permanently.
Fuck you, government. Not you guys. Not not our followers. But fuck you, government. You're killing people. You're killing people's livelihood with this cough. Okay,
the
you're
the
killing people.
the coof. Well, all right.
You're. Oh, and then wait, hold on. COVID-19 cases dramatically dropped after Biden.
We'll get to Sleepy Uncle Joe in a second here. Next up,
I
New
fondle my
Zealand.
guns like I fondle the children that he fondles.
New Zealand cactus smuggler strapped plants to her body. You wanna roll through this one?
Yeah, so biosecurity officials in New Zealand said a woman caught attempting to smuggle more than 1,000 succulents. Okay, hold on. Succulents and endangered cacti into the country was sentenced to 100 hours of community service.
That's not too
The
bad.
Ministry of Primary Industries said, wanking. I'm not even lying. Isn't that what Australians say? Like, hey, you wanker, or are you wanking? Wanking Lee, 38 of Auckland, was accused of attempting to smuggle cacti and succulents into New Zealand. Succulents into New Zealand from China on 2 separate occasions.
Ugh.
From China. The ministry said that Lee returned to Auckland International Airport from China from a China trip in March 2019 with 947 plants concealed in stockings and strapped to her body. She fled to the bathroom when she was attracted the attention of a police dog and attempted to dispose of the items.
Right there. How do you attract the attention of a police dog when you're heading to the bathroom? Like, did she look all bumpy with keeping them in her stockings? Did she have them stuffed up her cooter?
Maybe she smelled another dog because they eat dogs.
Oh my god! For legal reasons, that's a joke.
That's a joke. Anyways.
Oh Lord. Okay.
So she fled to the bathroom. When she attracted the attention of the police dog, and attempted to dispose the items, when included 8 endangered and threatened species, and was worth an estimated $7,200 for a fucking cactus.
What's the point of this? Like, why even do this?
I think there's people. I think that people eat them.
Market? I mean,
I think
could see if she's trying to bring home
eat them and like their shit.
Home foods, but what do you need to do with 1,000 fucking seeds? That just makes zero sense to me.
Well, I think it's part of their. I don't know. I think their diet. Maybe you just try eating stray cats again. I don't know. The Ministry of the ministry said lie again.
This?
Her name was Lie too. That makes it great. So Lie again. Returned from China in April 2019 with 142 seeds hidden inside iPad covers, as well as more than 200 garden ornaments and plant pots, which were in turn carrying at least 1 snail and piece of tree fern stem. So officials said Lai, who deals in cacti and other plants on website Trade Me, put New Zealand's biosecurity at risk by bringing in non-native and potential invasive plants, blah, 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 and that. Okay.
So she was sentenced to 100 hours of community service and 12 months of intense supervision. Now, New Zealand.
What's intense? Like, does like somebody come over and make sure like they escort you to a bathroom so you can take a shit? But they like, what's
me calling you over here to hold and shake it for me after I'm done?
That's probably it. I mean, it is New Zealand.
I mean, don't get me wrong. New Zealand's pretty badass when it comes. They have their own show on
beautiful
Netflix.
Country.
They have their own show on Netflix.
A lot of guns out
I think
there
it's called
too.
Border Security. I don't think so. I don't think so.
They do. They put up a fight. So what ended up happening is the government was like, "Oh, give in all your assault rifles," and the rest of the civilians said, "Ah, no, fuck you," and nobody handed in their assault rifles till today. So New Zealand, freedom on, motherfuckers.
Yeah, well, cheers.
Freedom on.
Up next,
you guys keep fighting the good fight.
Up next here, we've got police arrest 6 people who changed Hollywood sign to read Hollywood boob.
No,
Holly boob. Holly
Dude,
boob. Sorry.
That's like okay. So honestly, that's something that you would do in a fucking like at school, like elementary school. Like, oh, no, I changed this to boob. Hurt.
Oh, there's a screen grab of it right there. Holly boob. Let's see if I can't scroll in. Yep. Holly boob. Interesting. Let's see. 6-person group covered up the letters W and D to look like the letter B by fixing what appear to be tarps to the sign. They didn't commit any permanent damage. They made the change to raise awareness of breast cancer. So there was a good meaning behind it. There's at least they didn't do it for poops and ha-has.
Did they say poops?
I said poops.
Okay.
I mean, I could say shits and giggles, but you know.
Are we gonna stop cursing?
No, there's no way.
But then we talk about.
So.
Shagmac. Oh, what? Oh, is it the same girl that flashed during the baseball fucking game and they got kicked out?
Well, this Julia Rose is the founder and CEO of adult magazine Shag Mag, who was among those arrested and took credit for the prank. She told Vice, however, it wasn't just for laughs. Okay. Apparently, it was
here's the thing.
To get. I
wonder if she's the girl. You remember that? It was a while back ago. Excuse me. I don't know if it was last year. But there's a couple of girls
at the World Series
flashed their titties during like a MLB game.
Yeah, the World Series.
Escorted out. And it was part of Shag Mag.
Yes, it was. On Monday.
Scroll in.
Yes, it was Julia Rose. So it was her and the other executive. Yes, they flashed at the Houston Astros pitcher during Game 5 of the series, and that was 2 years ago.
That is the finest marketing, because if we like sat there and slung our wieners around to market our company, we would be on a registry.
Yes, I'd be. Our names would be on the list, and people would know where we live, and we can live within a certain.
And then we'd have to pay for counseling for all those motherfuckers. That's all.
So. Something like that.
I mean, even if you could find it, I probably it's not big enough to schlong around and whistle around.
So she was trying to gain
bad for me.
The attention of the head honcho of Instagram, Adam Mosseri. Apparently, Instagram. Because we were picking up the ring, and I didn't want to hear. Oh, I'm so wet.
What?
You didn't hear that?
No.
Apparently, whoever she's watching is doing the do.
Elena, this is getting in.
You're watching porn? What are you watching?
Shameless.
Oh, Shameless. Okay, that makes more sense.
Oh, good show, by the way. There's a new season, isn't there?
It's okay, man. We're not picking that up. You don't put your earbuds in.
Is there a new season of Shameless?
There is a new season of Shameless out on Netflix. Yes. Shameless plug.
Ooh, Meat Eater. a new season of Meat Eaters coming out on
Yes,
Netflix.
I haven't watched the newest season that's already out. A new season, the newest season that's already out. But apparently, they come out with a new one. Anyways, back to this.
Bro.
Um,
So the one time I changed the Hollywood sign to Holly Boob. So there's a video of her getting arrested.
oh, okay, yeah. So it was just a prank. She was trying to basically bring attention to her pages and her.
I mean,
because apparently they shut down or suspended both her personal and her business page for nudity on Instagram.
but why be a boob and arrest her? You know, just she's bringing a titty awareness.
Yeah,
And
right.
listen, everybody loves titty awareness. The titty needs to be awared.
Well, apparently her content on Instagram was similar to Playboy's, so apparently it's even safer. So they just were basically saying a big ol' F you to, that. Okay, I see. There's. Oh wow, they even brought out the helicopters.
Oh, they're getting serious. Are you dropping down? Sargy Sard wanted to get an extra feel for our.
That looks like a corporal to me, but yeah, for sure.
I see.
Yeah,
taking effect a little bit, so
that's okay.
Don't know what I mean, buddy.
So apparently, her and 5 other of her companions.
So the whole team, right? Like that.
Yeah, apparently there's 5
on the
other
actual
people.
video, it was like this dude that was going up and actually helping posting that the letter B, up to the other sign, the H sign.
Yeah.
So I wonder.
So they were.
I wonder if it's gonna be like an actual like. I mean, obviously it's private property. I wonder if we can get like trespassing and vandalism.
I don't know. Well, no, they're not being charged with vandalism because there's no damage was done to the sign. So
What are they being fucking charged for?
I don't
trespassing.
No. It doesn't say what they were charged with, which is kind of dumb. Would have been nice to know. But there you go.
Maybe we'll have an update on our next video and let you guys know.
So they're issued citations and released on their own recognizance, which means they'll have to show up for fucking court. But anyways, on to the next one. And the last one. Which is, unfortunately, well, depends on how you look at it. It's got to deal with the recent election. And without further ado, I will allow Pete to take the floor.
So, right off the bat, so it says the secret history of the Shadow campaign, and then so what I've heard about this whole bullshit
now that quote unquote saved, we'll say, but that's
the saved the election, right? So this is actually this so they actually have so the. Okay, well, we'll let you know is that the people who came out with this, like, well, okay, why are they coming out with this? It must be a hoax, blah, blah, blah. No, it's
Time
actually the people who are...
Huh? Time Magazine in of itself.
Right. Why now? Why are they coming out with this, like, a bunch of weeks after the election? And then, like, who came up with it? Oh, it must be fake. There's no backing to it. No, they actually have facts, and then they actually have people. So the people that actually was with this, the companies, the big CEOs, the banks who actually helped financially with Biden's campaign, actually came out and said, "Hey, we want to come out with this. We want to make this into a segment." So this is what they did, and it's actually all original facts, and this is coming straight from Time Magazine. So YouTube, this is from Time Magazine. This is coming from the straight article. Okay, so so it says right off the bat, the nation was embraced for chaos. Liberal groups had vowed to take to the streets, playing hundreds of protests across the country. Right-wing militias were girding for battle. In a poll before Election Day, 75% of Americans voiced concerns about violence. Okay, So we're gonna go down a
what?
little bit.
Wait. In the poll before election day, 75% of Americans voiced concern about violence, but on whose end? The Dems' end, or the? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say Dems. Antifa's end, BLM's end. Who was gonna start that violence?
See now,
But that's just my opinion.
people came out and said that most of those people actually stormed the Capitol were Antifa who enticed the violence. That's what we heard. We've heard that
that's hearsay at this point in time. We
so
have no
here's the crazy
solid
thing.
proof.
Okay. This is what gets a lot of things. So in a way, Trump was white. There was a conspiracy unfolding behind the scenes. One that both curtailed the protests and coordinated the resistance from CEOs. Both surprises were the result of an informal alliance between left-wing activists and business titans. The pact was formalized in a terse, little-noticed joint statement of the U.S. Chambers of Commerce and the AFL-CIO published on Election Day. Both sides would come to see as a sort of implicit bargain inspired by the summer's massive, sometimes destructive racial justice protests in which the forces of labor came together with the forces of capital to keep the peace and oppose Trump's assault on democracy. So he really never enticed anything. That's such bullshit. And then the article literally says right on there was a conspiracy unfolding behind the scenes. Conspiracy, Justin, that's illegal.
You ain't gotta tell me, brother. I know.
Is that no in the face of law in conspiracy?
Oh yeah, you can be charged with conspiracy to commit murder. You can be charged.
That's illegal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Literally says in this. I mean, YouTube. This is coming right off the article of Time Magazine. Okay,
yep. We are quoting Time Magazine here.
It's a legit verbiage or verbatim, if you want to call it, off of Time Magazine. So a handshake between businesses and labor was one component of the vast cross-partisan campaign to protect the election. An extraordinary shadow effort, dedicated to winning the vote, but to ensue, it would be free and fair, credible and uncorrupt. So it says extraordinary shadow effort dedicated to not to winning the vote, but to ensuring it would be free, fair, credible, and uncorrupt. What the fuck? See, are you kidding me?
So what you're telling me?
They lied. Really, literally, right?
They stole. They stole the votes from us as Americans, and they said. They said
her name.
They said, guys, we're gonna take care of this. We'll take care of this for the future of America and our democracy. In order to save our democracy,
it's free, fair, and credible, and uncorrupted.
We got this.
Don't worry.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I think is every election free of corruption? No. Is there corruption in at least one election? Or in every election, is there at least some form of corruption? Yes.
Maybe minimal.
Maybe.
Here's the thing.
But here's this year's election, I mean, come on. You've seen all of the bullshit about overnight 175,000 votes popping up. Get the fuck out of Dodge.
The voter van that pulled up at night,
dude,
randomly. What was her name? Dude, she literally tweeted and she got banned. I forgot her freaking name.
I don't know.
And her,
oh my god! Not only that, dude. The amount of post office employees that have tossed post office employees that have tossed out mail-in ballots, okay, or the amount of mail-in ballots have been,
Some people in Philadelphia got arrested for that.
Yes,
Came into light.
Yeah, it was brought to light. So there was also an issue with mail-in ballots being found in dumpsters behind federal buildings, or restaurants or some shit or the other. But yeah,
You tell
definitely
me
some
there's nothing wrong
sketchy
with
shit.
no ballots. So COVID initiated this. You guys are seeing this, right? COVID initiated. Oh, the mail-in ballots, blah blah, and that. Through much of this activity took place on the left. It was separate from from the Biden campaign, and crossed ideological lines, with crucial contributions by nonpartisan and conservative actors. The scenario,
Wait.
uh,
Why would they say by contributions or crucial contributions of by nonpartisan, which means that they don't identify with any party, and then conservative actors? So usually when people hear conservative, they think of the far right, or
just,
at least,
yeah,
or just
right.
the right in general. So could they possibly mean the left leaning people as well? Because I mean, obviously those are going to be more liberal, but what do you? I mean, what do you think? What
So
do
it
you
was
think of
just
that?
saying that it's contribution by nonpartisan and conservative actors. So you're saying that the freaking people from
Excuse
the
me.
right was trying to diminish Trump, basically. And
Okay,
the whole thing is,
which isn't far from the truth. There are some
but they
people
sit.
on the right that didn't like Trump.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. And it says so separate from the Biden campaign. Um, bullshit. It was an election so calamitous that no result could be discerned at all. A failure of central act of democratic self-governance that has been a hallmark of America since its founding.
So
Uh,
so what they're saying here is that they wanted to blur the lines so much based off of who won and who didn't that they just chose themselves. Not what the people wanted. So, ladies and gents, just so that we're clear here, it's not what the people wanted, like you and me, the common voter. It's what those in DC and those who have held those positions for the past since before I was a sperm cell in my dad's nutsack. I was a twinkle in his eye. Have been sitting in office since before I was born. Those are the people who chose, who became president for the good of the people to save this democracy.
yeah, we the
Fucking
people have nothing.
bullshit.
We the people are fucking gone. This is eroding our rights. This is and look, Trump has been saying this for a while. I mean, let me tell you something. I am I'll come out with this for everybody. I was not a Trump supporter. I'm an independent. I like democracy as it is. Okay. I love the Constitution as it is. I was an independent voter. Okay. Before you come out, oh, independent voter, you took the vote from Trump and gave it to Biden. No, that's not how it works. Because that's actually voter fraud. It doesn't work like that.
It's all the
But
dead people that came from the grave to vote for Biden.
that's why the Parsons want the secret history of 2020 elections told, even though it sounds like a paranoid fever dream. A well-funded cabal. It says literally right there, a well-funded cabal of powerful people. If you guys don't know what cabal is a get-together of people, almost like a secret governance. People say
A
the deep state.
secret political clique or faction.
There you go.
If you Google cabal, that's what that is. For those of you guys who don't know,
A well-funded cabal of powerful people ranging across industries and ideologies, working together behind the scenes to influence perceptions, change rules and laws. Literally, there were when COVID happened, they were changing election laws right underneath
they
us.
weren't rigging the election; they were fortifying it.
Yep, that's exactly it. Steer media coverage and control the flow of information. That's why people are getting kicked out of Facebook, banning Twitter, controlling the flow of information. That's why fuck Zuckerberg. Yeah, I said it. Fuck Zuckerberg. Fuck Twitter.
The
Fuck
cancel culture.
Yes. You want to start cancel culture? Fuck.
Exactly. There it is, right there, ladies and gents. Right there. So,
literally.
So they believe the public needs to understand the system's fragility in order to ensure the democracy in America. So what they're saying is that they're hoping that we are gullible enough to understand that, oh, our democracy is so fragile right now due to the hostility between the left and the right that we needed to take control and do what we felt was right to withhold the Constitution of the United States of America. And that's what I'm taking from that. You can take with that what you want, but what I'm calling that is bullshit. Because if you ask any active military member or any former military member or anything like that, or any firm believer in the Constitution, that, hey, what would you have done to ensure that the Constitution of the United States has been is upheld during this election or in the past year or two? How would you go about doing so? They wouldn't say, well, we'll form a secret group of people that will do what we want it to, and will change the history of America by rigging the election, which obviously Time Magazine is going to say, oh, no, they didn't rig it, they fortified it. Suck my dick. Suck my dick.
On March 3rd, Podhorzer drafted a 3-page confidential memo titled Threats to the Election.
Who is Podhorzer?
Pull it up.
Who is Podhorzer? Oh, he's the president of the company that is the head of the cabal. So that's a fucking zinger.
So it says on March 3rd, Podhorzer drafted a 3-page confidential memo titled Threats to the 2020 Election. Trump has made it clear that this will not be a fair election. You don't say.
Well, it's because none. So, ladies and gents, I'm not sure if obviously we're kind of both moderate to right leaning. I have nothing against Democrats. I work with Democrats. I have some of my closest family members. I don't have an issue with whatever political party you choose. I don't. It's when you
have an issue of socialism.
Yes, that and extremism,
communism,
or extremists. Yeah. Okay, I have an issue
both
with
parties
that.
Too.
Right. But when it comes to the point in which I can pull up the county map of all the states in the United States, of who voted for who, and the majority of the country is red, and we still don't win, I have an issue with that.
I have a big issue.
Something wrong here.
So it says Trump had made it clear that this will not be a fair election. Yeah, fucking you don't say. And that he will reject anything but his own reelection as fake and rigged, he wrote. On November 3rd, should the media report otherwise, he will use the right-wing information system to establish his narrative and incite his supporters to protest. I mean, he has said this before, okay? There's nothing wrong with protesting. He never incited violence. Never incited violence. This is a whole witch hunt.
Ladies and gents,
it's whole impeachment.
You can literally. I do believe there's a video out there on the tubes of a FBI agent speaking out about this, stating that, or maybe FBI, maybe Secret Service, but he stated that if the people at that, so we'll talk about the Capitol, the storming of the Capitol. Okay, on the 4th, was it the 4th of January?
Oh no, was it?
I don't know. Semantics. Anyways, I do believe said agent, I'll say agent because I'm not sure if it was from the FBI or the Secret Service, stated that if the people at said rally were to walk from the part or the area of the rally, or from the rally to the Capitol, it would have taken them over an hour to get there. Either an hour and 45 minutes to get there. So even during the speech of then President Trump, former President Trump. So during the speech of former President Trump, there there were already calls being put out by Capitol Police for backup to respond to the Capitol. So tell me how a man can incite violence from an area from 45 minutes to almost an hour away. At least this is from what I'm hearing. This is third-party information from what I've heard about the old thing. I didn't fact check it. I should, but this is what I'm hearing. Okay, but
You guys take it as it is.
take it as it is. You can disagree if you want. Put it down in the comments down below. I don't give a shit. But agents stated that 45 minutes to the Capitol from where the we'll say rally is being held. During the speech, and by the way, they shut down telecommunications within the I think it was like a 3 to 4 block radius of said rally, so that way obviously there was no electronically set off IEDs or anything like that, or any, so that way threats were minimalized. Anyways,
The improvised TACCOM.
Yes. So any way of communicating outside of the rally itself would be impossible. Would be impossible. So tell me how former President Trump incited violence from his rally to the people of the Capitol when the Capitol was being stormed while he was speaking at the rally.
Yeah, exactly the fucking point.
Oh, that, and you shouldn't be able to impeach a president twice, or at least for something that he's no longer in office for.
It's a witch hunt. That's what it really is.
They didn't like what he was doing.
The memo laid out 4 categories of of challenges: attack on voters, attack on election administration, attack on Trump's political opponents, and the efforts to reverse the results of the election.
That's a tough one to swallow. That's a hard pill to swallow right there. Holy shit.
So they literally used, and we'll link this whole article and you guys can read it. And it's a lot of fucking information. But literally, you could we'll have this post down below, and you guys could take a look at this and split it apart, rip it apart, whatever. But it's really it's all here, and it's actually fact based. So everything is down below. This is fucking nuts. This is what's happening to our republic. Our republic, I mean, our forefathers fought for this land. All right, we stormed the beaches of Normandy. We made sure our republic could live on, and now it's fucking challenged. Listen, I'm not telling you guys to fucking pick up arms, and this is what I want to tell you. You guys peacefully protest. Hit up your Congress men and women. Hit up your local representatives. Tell them, like, what the fuck? Let your voice be heard, okay? This is a time where we need it. And not for yourself, for your children. For your children's children. For fucking God's sakes, this is happening now. And this is sad that our land, the republic, is fucking being torn up by this shit. But people who don't give 2 fucks by us. Listen, and you know what? I will incite this. Second Amendment. You can to fucking form a militia. You can form a militia. Contact your militia. Be active, guys. And I'm not saying fucking incite violence. I am not saying this. Literally, I repeat, not inciting violence. Peacefully protest. Get out there. Let your voices be heard, because this is fucking bullshit. Okay.
I'm not even sure if contacting your local representative or anything like that would be beneficial, because who's to say that they're not involved in said cabal? What do we do? I mean, obviously this needs to be brought to light. Obviously, Time Magazine. I'm not sure
it's
how
already
many.
Brought to light. Everybody knows.
Well,
nothing's gonna come after this.
No,
nothing's
dude,
gonna come after this.
Not everybody knows this. This is something that's gonna fly under the radar. I don't see this on Fox News. I don't see this on CNN. I don't see this on BBC. By fucking all means, I'll copy and paste this link. I'll send it to my boys out there in the UK. I've got some boys out in Russia. I've got people around the globe, man. I could get this shit disseminated just lickety fucking split. But what I'm saying is what we're trying to say is what we're trying to say is, ladies and gents, is you take this information as it is, the fact that Time Magazine is even putting this shit out here, okay, means that they want to incite violence. They want us to take arms. They want us to be at each other's throats. They want us to be at the government's throat.
Why?
If
Why?
if it was up to me, right, and I was in said cabal, I wouldn't want this information out there. So Time Magazine saying, hey, even the cabal said they want their name spread. I'm calling bullshit, ladies and gents. I'm calling bullshit.
You want to incite violence.
No,
That's what it is.
That's
And
exactly what
you
it
guys
is.
be peaceful, protest. Still,
Peaceful. Don't burn down your fucking neighborhoods. Don't walk out there with
But
an
we never
iron
did
with an
that,
iron
see?
fist. Well,
here's
You-
the thing. The whole I'm gonna say this. The whole BLM, right? They burned down cities and stuff like that, right?
right.
The right went straight to the source. Okay, I'm not saying that was good because people who broke the law should be arrested. Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
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 We're not
100%
condoning any law breaking activities.
No,
you need to
whatsoever.
just be a law abiding citizen. Don't be an ass.
Absolutely.
Don't be a shithead.
Have your voice heard. So I'm gonna go with this, okay? If you're a BLM supporter, just like Trump supporters, if you're a BLM protester that was out there peacefully protest, I back you 100% because that is your fucking right. That's your right to be out there peacefully protesting. So the BLM, I might not follow you.
I mean, we're not
I
saying
might like
that
what you're protesting for, but protest.
We're not saying that BLM in of itself is solely responsible for the looting and shit like that. But what we're saying
Bad
is
apples.
right. What we're saying is just do your due diligence. Be a law-abiding citizen. Be a good human being, and put this information out there. Share it.
But protest.
It needs to be known.
Is your right.
Take a stand and make a mark.
That's your right. Protest.
Just do it in good light, in good faith. We'll put it that way.
Listen, like we said, we're constitutionalists. We abide by the Constitution. You want to protest? 110% and condone it. Peaceful protest. Get out there. Okay, get out there. You want to be at a protest? Get out there. Whatever your cause is, do it. Okay.
Do it.
But this is the fucking shit. Okay, this is the fucking shit. Make your voice be heard. Yell, fucking scream, contact who you need to contact, even local representatives. Let this fucking be heard. Even if it's part of the fucking cabal, we need to stick together. Listen, we're so divided, it's not even funny. And this is what they want. It's divide and conquer. It's the oldest fucking rule in the book to separate a fucking country to instill socialism. It's been going on for centuries.
Huh?
It literally is.
We can't let it get a foothold here. So that's that.
Be strong out there. We need to unionize. We need to be together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you once again for joining us on our whiskeyed adventure. We should really call this Drunken Bastards because we just dive deep into some shit that matters and shit that we want to get off our chest. Otherwise, we just would have to shout at the fucking moon, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Listen, left and right, it doesn't matter.
We're all in this shit together.
That's truth.
That's it.
You should be pissed at this, no matter what. Left or right, you should be pissed at that somebody else has a say into our elections. Not you, not me, not Justin. Nobody has a say in our elections anymore. Look at this.
Yeah.
This should piss you off, no matter what.
But let's see. All in all, we'll go back to the reason why we're all here to begin with. Good old tin cup whiskey. So, if you enjoy it, drop a like down below, comment, subscribe, hit that fucking notification bell.
Likety like. Fucking punch it, smack
this
it, slap it.
This might be a long one.
Bop it.
But
twist it, bop it.
Yes, sip it. Anyways, we'll be probably partaking in the next, I don't know, maybe half hour of intoxication, maybe. But Tin Cup whiskey, it's great.
Hey guys,
It's affordable. Definitely one to keep on the bar cart.
and we are 110% supporters of Second Amendment. If you guys already didn't know, because you guys should already know. So you guys get
also,
out there,
with
train
that,
hard, train frequently. Ammo's prices suck, but I'm gonna come out with an alternative. We bought a couple of things they could practice at home for cheaper, and it's actually kind of fun. So they'll be coming out with video. Also, couple new gun reviews. I'm talking about 3 at least. So Glock 42. Oh no, I'm sorry, not 42.
maybe
Glock 43. Yeah. So Glock 43. The Ruger 2, or Ruger LCP 2.
My 92X
And
Centurion, as well
yes.
as my reproduction Gunnison and Griswold 36 caliber black powder revolver.
Oh yeah, or
And
even
maybe,
a 5.
And maybe we'll dabble in a reshoot of the TRP operator and maybe the M9. You guys stay tuned. You guys stay safe. Also, don't forget to hit up our friends down at Canyon County Coins. There will be a link down in the description and/or there'll be a description box for them.
Contact information
for them. If you mention Kilo One while in the store, you can get 10% off of select items. That is at the discretion
gun accessories
of the owner on gun accessories. So if you're in the Idaho, is it the
Nampa area?
The Nampa area?
Canyon County.
Canyon County. Hit them up. Mention Kilo One. You might get 10% off.
Yeah. They actually have a text messaging service. They'll send you their new inventory that's coming up.
Hey.
So you can hit them up. Hey, I want this. Hold it for me. I'll buy it. So hit them up. Really good people, down to earth, super awesome, freaking pricing. Pre-pandemic pricing on freaking guns. You don't see that anymore. I mean, literally, the Glock 43 Tallow edition, which is just it's an upgrade site. It was $500 out the door. Right now you find it for $540, $550, around almost $600 online if you could find it. So that's what that is. But you guys, hey, we love you. You guys, freedom on.
Absolutely. We love you guys. Stay safe and freedom on.